Everyone is part of a bigger story. It's a bigger story than you can imagine. It's a big story about a really big God. Discover the story that shows you the character of God. Hey, I'm Caleb, and this is my Bible. God still speaks to bring these words alive just for us. When you need the wisdom to slow down and take a deep breath before you react, the Bible's got something to say, especially in Proverbs. This book was mostly written by Solomon, one of the wisest men to ever live. It shares wisdom straight from God, ways to control how you respond. And I've got 4 of those verses that show how God can give you the power of self-control. First up, Proverbs 25:28. Have you ever sidestepped a rule and found yourself over the edge? Proverbs says, "A person without self-control is like a city whose walls are broken through." A city without strong walls can't stand up to an enemy attack. And when you ignore the rules and guidelines your parents and leaders put in place, you set yourself up for trouble. Now, we hop back a few chapters. When your temper flares, it's tough to keep your cool. But Proverbs 16:32 says, "It is better to be patient than to fight. It is better to control your temper than to take a city." Get that? Even when someone makes you mad enough to boil over, God can help you take a deep breath and stay calm. He says keeping your temper is even better than winning the fight. Now, over to Proverbs 12. You may not be a ninja or a great shot with a bow and arrow, but you use a dangerous weapon every single day. When you lash out in anger, your words alone can slice someone to the heart. But when you choose your words wisely, you've got the power to make someone's day. We wrap up with Proverbs 25:16. Okay, imagine a giant, ooey, gooey chocolate cake. You've got a plate, you've got a fork, and no one to tell you when to stop. How much would you scarf down? Proverbs 25 says, "If you find honey, eat just enough. If you eat too much of it, you will throw up." Sure, you may not come across a hive full of honey today, but there's that massive stash of Christmas candy. There's the new video game that you could play all day, every day. Both good things that can wreck your day or your stomach if you don't know when to stop. Putting on the brakes and keeping your temper takes self-control. But you can't do it without God. He's always ready to give you his power to control yourself anytime you ask. That's what fuels true self-control. And I can't wait to see how that plays out in you and me.
Should keep those nasty viruses away. Hello, I'm Emma. I just finished setting up a new firewall for my computer. Basically, a firewall is a real wall, only it's made up of ones and zeros. This firewall will protect my computer from any incoming attacks. I just like to have added security, just to be safe, you know? It's like having self-control. Self-control is choosing to do what you should, even when you don't want to. Like there may be some website that I want to visit. Ooh, superhappyfungames.com. That sounds super happy and fun. Uh-oh. A warning. This website may be dangerous. Am I sure I want to continue? Well, if I didn't have self-control, I'd click yes. Warning, I'm not kidding. This website could cause serious damage to your computer. You click this link, your computer is toast. Are you really, really sure you want to continue? I don't know. Now it sounds even more fun, but I really shouldn't. Click yes. Uh-oh. Oh, my computer is toast! At least it would be if I didn't have a firewall. Boom! See? Walls are important. And in today's story, you'll learn why it's important to have walls in your life, not just on your computer. Now I'm hungry for toast. Be right back.
The Bible isn't just a book of random stories. It's 66 different books that come together to tell one story. An incredible one. About God's love for us. And now for an amazing story.
Inspired by the book of Proverbs, chapter 25, verse 28.
The Bible is filled with words of wisdom that encourage us to love God, love others, and love life. Sometimes Jesus told stories to help people understand how God's truth played out in their lives. That's what stories can do for you. The book of Proverbs was mostly written by King Solomon, the wisest man to ever live. In it, he shares colorful wisdom from God about how to live. Proverbs like this one. A person without self-control is like a city whose walls are broken through. Let's see how this truth might play out in someone's life today. As Zoe lugged her duffel bag down the stairs, her father shook his head.
I don't know if this is a good idea.
Zoe rolled her eyes as she grabbed her jacket and car keys.
It's just for the weekend. All I have to do is stay at Miss Jensen's house while she's gone and put out food for the llama. $60 for doing nothing.
Do you know anything about llamas?
I dog sit all the time. What's the difference?
About 300 pounds and $10,000.
I gotta go.
Did you pack warm clothes? The weather report said we could get some serious snow.
Dad, I got this.
After Miss Jensen left, Zoe stood on the back porch and double-checked her list of instructions.
Put out food and water for Llama by 7 o'clock in the morning.
Zoe glanced up at the llama who was ranging near the back fence.
Your name is Llama? That's like naming a puppy dog.
Even from a distance, the llama glared and then spit.
Ew. Remind me not to get close to you? Let's see. Check weather at midnight and 3 a.m. If it snows, put llama in the shed. What else? Eat anything in the fridge? Wi-Fi password? Nice.
After feeding Llama, Zoe popped a pizza in the oven and settled down with her favorite Netflix show.
It's not that late. Just one more episode.
When midnight rolled around, Zoe knew she should check on the llama, but
I'll do it after I find out what happens next.
Zoe finished the episode eyes glued to the screen. Then she played another, and another, and another, until she was so tired she conked out on the sofa. She slept soundly until Zoe sat up suddenly, adrenaline racing through her veins.
Huh? What time is it?
She fished for her phone.
Hello?
Zoe, just wanted to check in and see if everything's okay.
Zoe stumbled up off the sofa.
Oh, fine. Yeah, everything's good. Oh, no.
As she caught a look outside the window, she saw nearly a foot of snow had fallen.
Llama?
Zoe tugged on her light jacket and shivered as she opened the front door.
Zoe, are you okay?
Outside, everything was white and still, but the heavy snow had collapsed a section of the fence. Hoof prints showed that the llama had made his escape.
The fence broke! Llama got out!
Zoe raced back inside, juggling her phone as she tugged at her boots and grabbed her car keys.
Weren't you supposed to put the llama inside the shed?
Kinda got carried away with my show.
Stay put. Call animal control, and I'll check with the neighbors. I'll put on the snow chains, and I'll be there in 20 minutes.
Dad hung up. Zoe opened the front door.
I can't lose time. I'll just follow the tracks.
Teeth chattering, Zoe slid her way down the front steps to her car. The wind had whipped the snow off her windshield, so she hopped inside.
This is 95.3 WURF with a traffic advisory to stay off the roads as temperatures continue to plunge.
Zoe switched off the radio to focus on driving. She crept along, following the llama tracks, down the road, around an icy corner, onto the empty main street.
Where did the tracks go? Oh, there.
Zoe hauled on the steering wheel to make a quick turn, but her tires lost their grip and she felt the car spinning. The world swam in a blur of frosty white until her car stuck nose first into a snowbank.
Oh no. I'm okay.
Through her window, Zoe spotted llama tracks heading onto the side street. She squeezed through her door into the drift and slogged through snow after the missing llama. But in minutes, she could hardly feel her toes or fingers.
Llama!
Zoe was freezing and miserable, and Miss Jensen's $10,000 llama was still missing.
I just want to be home.
Zoe glanced up sheepishly as a squad car pulled up beside her.
You're the one that left the car stuck on Main?
Yeah.
Get in. You're lucky if you don't have hypothermia already.
Zoe slid into the warm back seat, teeth chattering.
Why'd you get out of your car?
I had to find a llama.
Well, animal control just picked up a llama. He was sticking his head in the Superburger drive-thru window, spitting at the workers.
Oh, good.
Later, Zoe slowly warmed up as her dad covered her in blankets and handed her a mug of hot cocoa.
Thanks for calling animal control and putting the fence back up.
You could stand to work on your own fences.
Me?
Proverbs says it really well. A person without self-control is like a city whose walls are broken through.
If I'd just taken a break from my show, I would have seen the snow and put Llama in the shed.
When you can't control yourself, you can get into a whole world of hurt.
And frozen toes and a busted car.
Zoe wriggled her toes as they began to warm and prickle. She'd spent the whole morning paying for her lack of self-control, and next time, she'd make wiser choices.
Walls are important. They help keep us from harm. Just imagine if you lived in a place with no walls. You'd be burning up in the summertime, freezing in the winter. Every time it rained, you'd get soaking wet. Thieves would just be able to walk in and take your stuff. You'd be in danger from every direction. King Solomon said that it's the same way for someone who doesn't have self-control. A person without self-control is like a city whose walls are broken through. That means when you don't control your temper, you're in danger. When you don't control the words that you say or the words that you text, trouble could be headed your way. When you eat too much candy or watch too much TV, you're opening yourself up to an attack. The truth is, you know what you should do most of the time, but how do you take what you know and put it into action? One of Jesus' disciples, Peter, once wrote, "God's power has given us everything we need to lead a godly life." And if you believe in Jesus, the Holy Spirit can give us the self-control to avoid all kinds of danger. It's like having your own personal firewall. The one thing to remember today is this: doing what you should can keep you safe. Do what you know you shouldn't, and you're toast. Don't be fooled by how tasty it is.
Yes, sir. Yes, no, I have a targeted audience of upscale consumers. Yeah, I've done all the analytics, all the web hits, all the information. It's looking good. What can I say? I'm ready to monetize. Oh, hey, I gotta go.
Who you talking to?
Oh, no, just friends. Why do you ask?
What, nothing. I just heard you using words that you don't normally use on the phone, like targeted audience and analytics, monetize. See, it's not you. Come on, what's going on? Come, tell me.
Okay, I'll let you in on...
All right, why are we... Stop, okay.
I'll let you in on this, but you have to promise not to tell anybody else.
Okay, I don't think there's any chance.
I have sold ad space for the so-and-so show.
You mean like commercials?
Exactly.
Why would you do that?
Oh, I just couldn't help myself. I mean, the price was too good. I know I should have had self-control, but we're leaving money on the table here, Brandon, and this basement isn't cheap.
Exactly how many ads did you sell, John?
Well, not that many.
What is... John? John, what is going on?
Oh, this is a little more than I expected, but...
Okay, you have got to stop this!
This is not great. Woo! Yes! I'm glad I installed that shutdown button just in case the show got out of control.
I'm just glad that everything seems like it's back to normal.
Same, buddy.
I'm just glad that everything seems like it's back to normal.
Yeah, me too. Hi, everyone. I'm John.
I'm just glad that everything seems like it's back to normal.
Oh, no. You know what this means?
And I'm Brandon, and this is the So-and-So Show. What does it mean?
It means the show is glitching.
What does that mean?
Something's wrong with our show, and anything could mess up at any moment.
I'm just glad that everything seems like it's back to normal.
But it's not back to normal. The entire show is... Oh, that's you. You're just glitching. Never mind.
What can we do about it?
I'm not sure. Maybe it'll just work itself out. Oh, or maybe not.
Okay, I'm sure everything will be fine. I'll be right back. I need to go get a snack.
Okay. This is pretty bad. Maybe my nemesis, Longbeard Carl, can help. Longbeard Carl? Maybe Kellen can... Kellen!
The number you have dialed has been disconnected. If you feel you have reached this recording in error, please check the number and dial again, or ask your mother for assistance.
No luck there.
How are things going?
Great! Super great. How's that snack?
Good.
Do we have a guest today? Yes.
Welcome, someone who knows stuff. Welcome to the So-and-So Show.
Thanks for having me. This is weird.
Who is your favorite guest?
Pizza! That doesn't even make any sense. Okay, we just don't have time for this. Thanks for coming to be our guest. Me.
I'm just glad that everything seems like it's back to normal.
Kellen, are you there yet? I need some backup here.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is really weird.
Hey, Kellen.
Brandon, you're back.
Of course I'm back. I didn't go anywhere. I'm just glad that everything seems like it's back to normal.
Glitching. No, the show is glitching, Kellen.
Glitching? What do you mean?
Hey, Brandon, could you go get me a bag of chips?
Sure, buddy.
Also, you have the body of a baby, which is pretty creepy.
You think it's creepy? How do you think I feel?
Well, I know. I can't even look at you.
Have you thought about running a virus scan or something?
Actually, that's a great idea. I'll get one started. Even still, I gotta be honest. I'm really looking at you to bring some normalcy into this episode, Kellen.
That might be a mistake, because the Bible verse for today is from Proverbs 25:28. A person without self-control is like a city whose walls are broken through.
Why would that not be a chance to keep things normal? It's only one verse.
Not so much because of me, but because who I'm counting on to help me tell the story. You see, you might remember my friend Count Lupe and his friend Mr. Fritter. One day, Count Lupe and Mr. Fritter were enjoying a lovely walk.
What a lovely day to be walking with a friend.
But what is a lovely day without a bit of competition?
What kind of competition?
Let's race down the hill!
Perhaps you should wait. That doesn't seem safe.
Wait? Never! Last one down is a rotten egg. I'm doing fine. Look at how fast I'm... I'm fine.
No self-control, huh? Like someone who acts out all the time or jumps off high places
Or tries to sell ads on the so-and-so show and ends up making the whole show glitch out.
How did you know that?
I pay attention, John.
I'm just glad that everything seems like it's back to normal.
Is it back to normal yet?
No, not yet. What else has Count Lupe gotten into?
Well...
What delicious s'mores! I truly couldn't be happier. Though I must say, I've certainly had my fill.
I'm sure I could have one more.
Are you sure, Count? We've been enjoying these all evening.
Absolutely. Just... one more. See? I told you I'd be fine. In fact, I could almost certainly have one more.
Sorry about that, Mr. Fritter. Let's make sure we clean you off. Ooh, sorry. That's my lack of self-control. When Proverbs says a person without self-control is like a city whose walls are broken through, we're talking about how a lack of self-control lets down your defenses. When your defenses are down, you think, sure, it's fine to eat s'mores until I explode, or why not roll down a bumpy hill? But having self-control makes it so you're able to stay focused on the things that are important, not just the things you want. Remember the verse from 2 Peter 1:3? God's power has given us everything we need to live a godly life. Through Him, we're able to control our impulses and make sure we aren't going crazy. Speaking of going crazy, have we stopped glitching yet, John?
I think so, Kellen. Oh, you look great.
Thanks, buddy. Just remember to control yourself next time. The So-and-So Show doesn't need any more ads. I'll see you two next time.
How are you feeling?
I'm fine. I got a really bad deja vu there for a second, but I'm fine.
That's good. I'm glad. It was kind of touch and go there for a second, but we're back on the right path.
Hey, and speaking of being on the right path and the questions we need revealed in order to be on it, reveal the question.
Hey, it worked. The question of the day is, when do you lose control?
It's not always easy to keep a cool head, but it's necessary.
Yeah, especially when a business opportunity seems too good to be true.
Right? I'm just glad that everything seems like it's back to normal.
Yeah.
What?
Nothing? Oh. Until next time, I'm John.
And I'm Brandon.
And this was the So-and-So Shows. See you next time. Sorry.
Guessed you.
Yeah, me. That guessed me.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. 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 Merrily, life is but a dream. Merrily, life is but a dream. Life is but a dream. Dream.